South Korea and China may be engaged in a race of sorts to recover rocket debris from North Korea's recent failed launch, as we await the North's promised follow-up attempt to send its first spy satellite into orbit. You may recall the first launch ended when North Korea's rocket malfunctioned and fell into the Yellow Sea around 200 kilometers west of the South Korean island of Eocheong. And finding rocket and satellite debris could provide important clues about the level of North Korea's space and military technology. That's why South Korea's been continuing its search since the North's rocket fell into the sea on May 31st. But Chinese vessels are also apparently scouring the area, quite possibly to help its old ally North Korea keep its tech secrets away from the South and its ally, the United States. The motivation is guesswork at this point, but the South Korean military did confirm Monday that Chinese ships are seemingly carrying out their own operations. If we look at this recent marine tracking map, we can see where Eocheong-Island is to the west of the Korean peninsula. And then further west, a scattering of various Chinese ships, including naval, law enforcement, coast guard, and research vessels. And this all supports an earlier article published by NK News reporting on an uptick in Chinese patrols in the Yellow Sea. Instead of staying on their regular routes, these Chinese vessels were found to have diverted to the area of the rocket crash. This is also after South Korea did initially have some success in discovering debris. On the very day of the North's launch, we saw an image of a presumed part of the North's space launch being retrieved by a South Korean salvage team. Since then, the South has continued its recovery efforts, deploying multiple salvage ships, deep-sea divers, and high-strength ropes to try to recover a 15-meter-long piece of debris that sank to a depth of 75 meters on the seafloor. Officials are hoping they may be able to find the satellite itself mounted to rocket debris. And the United States has already agreed with the South that they will jointly examine any wreckage if and when it's found. So you can see how this becomes something of a geopolitical contest between regional players. But at the same time, there's no indication of any open hostilities, with the South's military insisting there's been no disturbance to respond to from the Chinese side. And the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea means that both South Korea and China, or any other country for that matter, are free to try to recover rocket debris from these open waters, though China would be breaking international law if it returned any rocket remains to North Korea. The bigger challenge right now is from the weather, poor underwater visibility and strong currents, with the South stressing the importance of safety during this operation. And with that second launch on the near horizon, presumably, there could be a need for further analysis soon anyway. South Korea has been watching closely for signs of rocket launch preparations in the north. The Japanese government also remains on alert, although it did note Monday that the North's initially declared launch window closed Sunday. So we're now in the dark at this point regarding the timing of the next satellite liftoff, except that Pyongyang said it would happen as soon as possible. If you want to know more when that happens, subscribe to our channel and please also support us with those likes and shares so we can keep making content about everything that matters in and around Korea.